HASD, Horn of Africa Strategic Development Institute, with an incentivized $10 billion investment, would assist privatization in Eritrea, aid greater transparency in government, and promote cooperation with neighboring nations. Eritrea is located on the Horn of Africa. It was a colonial possession of Italy from 1882 until 1941. Eritrea was later annexed to Ethiopia. Eritrea finally gained independence from Ethiopia in 1991 after a 30-year war. In 1993, with the support of a United Nations referendum, Eritrea officially gained its sovereignty. Eritrea faces many problems as a recently independent nation. Ranked 181 out of 187 on the Human Development Index, Eritrea's overreaching poverty consumes the country. With half the population below the poverty line, it will take years of investment and aid to fully alleviate the numerous issues in this. Since independence, Eritrea has engaged in armed conflict with nearly all of its close neighbors. At present, a disproportionate amount of the GDP is dedicated towards military readiness. The over-militarization of Eritrea in more recent times has been exacerbated to the point where Eritreans are unable to separate from military service. Poorly constructed and neglected infrastructure are substantial challenges to the internal economy. The inability to transport food items hinders micro-level commerce. Eritrea is one of the least free nations in the world. In 1997, the Eritrean constitution was ratified. However, it has not been put into effect as no elections has ever been held. Eritrea has maintained its original president, Isaias Afwerki, since independence in 1993. The current state of Eritrea is characterized by a top-heavy public sector, a virtually non-existent private sector, and widespread corruption across every facet of Eritrean life. While the field of education has been improving in recent years, the literacy rate is only 80% for adults. Currently, the state of primary schools is not a fit learning environment for students. Many children must walk up to an hour to attend school. Most of these schools do not have running water, desks, or books. Poor economic conditions are represented by the fact that 80% of the workforce is engaged in subsistence agriculture. Eritrea is primarily dependent on raw material mineral extraction. Although this industry acts as the nation's main source of revenue, as it consists of 96% of Eritrea's total exports, it is a short-term and underdeveloped solution to their economic situation. The Extend a Hand program. This incentive plan would motivate parents to send their children to school by providing transportation, a free full-time education, and a breakfast and lunch meal daily. The money will also be used to renovate older schools with essential needs for an educational environment, such as running water, smaller classroom sizes, and teachers. Health courses will be taught to children about the benefits of hygiene that will expand beyond the classroom. Our first step in revitalizing the economy will be the development of an organization called EESOP, or Eritrean Economic Sector Outreach Program. EESOP has the following goals: jumpstart programs, which will promote private sector; commercialize agriculture, which will produce more food and increase possible exports; development of port towns, which will create new jobs and a new source of Eritrea's exports. HASD would use the grant in installments to construct roadways that connect major cities to mining centers, seaports, and areas of high agricultural use. The construction and maintenance of roads, airports, and seaports would assist in exploiting the available natural resources and magnify exports of goods such as gold. Eritrea's developmental focus must be shifted to demilitarization and improving relations with neighboring nations. Decreasing the size of Eritrea's military would allow for fair pay and personal treatment practices to be enacted. HASD would provide monetary aid to Eritrea for an annual force reduction plan aimed at reducing the military by half over a 5-year span. This plan would also provide immediate oversight of compensation and release from military. Rectifying the abuses that occur in military service would encourage more military-aged people to enter the military service and encourage less Eritreans in general to migrate.